Aquarius, welcome to your in-depth reading for yours and theirs. Let's get started. We got a lot to cover. Baseline, clarifiers, oracles, charms, oh my, all that good stuff. Show me Aquarius in their person. Show me Aquarius in their person. Like always, your person doesn't have to be significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or lover. It's whomever fits that dynamic that I am describing. So essentially, I could be describing a connection you have with a family member or friend, co-worker. For all I know, it's up to you. So take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse those energies as it applies. And it may not resonate at all. Perfectly normal. These are general collective readings. They're not one-to-one, right? So if it doesn't resonate at all, check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Aquarius. Show me Aquarius in their person. Show me Aquarius in their person, please. Show me Aquarius in their person, please. We're going to start with your side, but as I just said, reverse those energies as you need to. Six of Swords, the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands. You're telling me that you had to move on, and intuitively you felt it was the correct thing to do. That doesn't mean it was easy with the Ten of Wands. Them Nine of Cups, the Devil, oh dear. Page of Pentacles, they're showing me a strong sense of self-satisfaction in this connection. Not necessarily the best reason to connect with somebody, but best reason or not, it's still a reason. So I'm connecting with this, even though it's probably not good for me. But hey, I'm a little addicted to how this makes me feel, or I feel like it's mine, a little possessive. Therefore, I'm going to keep doing it, even if it's in the smallest of ways. Okay. Four of Swords, the Four of Cups, Six of Cups. It's an admission on your part that you did try to heal the dissatisfaction between you two. You did try to heal the upset between you two. It's a soul bond. It's sacred to you. And you reflected on this many, many times. You know, there's only so much you can do, though. I know that you, at some point, made some sort of reflection on this. And the Four Cups and the disappointment and the dissatisfaction that's felt by both sides. Because it's not living up to the Six of Cups. It's just not. It's not living up to it. It might be part of your soul tribe, soul family, but that doesn't mean that it's automatically healthy. In fact, in my experience with the most soulmates and soul bonds, they're the ones we tend to take granted for the most because they tend to prove our most powerful lessons. If it was anybody else, we wouldn't pay attention. Okay. But yeah, you've tried. You've tried to heal this. Equal division, 446. So I can tell that you tried to heal with this person already. Tried to offer your insight and your reflections to try to ease the displeasure between you two. And how that shook out, we'll see. All right. Tower. Oh, good. Well, you know, I was missing that Scorpio energy, so thanks for that. No, I say it as a joke. It's just I haven't seen it in a minute, so there you go. Let's see that tower, please, in the overview. Show me that tower, please. Show me the tower. Show me the tower. Show me the tower. Show me that tower, please. Show me that tower, please. Temperance. Two of Cups. Page of Swords. Oh, yeah. You personally have been trying to heal your feelings towards this. You love them. I know you love them. And there's something that happened that changed your energy towards them. Okay, the tower. You learned something the hard way. You had an insight that was lightning fast. This thing, towers are not just outside, they're inside too. Have you ever had that moment where you know I'm talking about, where it stops you dead in your tracks and something just hits, the penny drops, the realization occurs. There's an undeniable truth that hits you with a force that says, this is how it is. This is what I didn't want to see this whole time. And now here it is. That's that moment. And more often than not, towers happen on the inside as opposed to, say, the outside where everybody can see it. I just know that it was changing quite a bit. There was something in you that understood that this love could not be healed or reconciled properly. So you have to remember, guys, temperance, the angel here with temperance isn't just about healing. It's healing within the self first and foremost. The hermit has a better representation of outside healing. Temperance is more within. And you trying to heal your particular waters towards this connection isn't taking or wasn't taking. And the day you realize that, Six of Swords, I'm guessing. somebody's insight about their feelings was way too small, or you didn't have, and this is how I'm actually reading it, you didn't have enough insight about the feelings involved in this connection in order to justify keep showing it patience, temperance, or compassion, specifically healing. Because I can see, and I called it before I defined this, I said I could tell you already tried healing with them, possibly more than once. Always being the one to wave the white flag, said this is my bad, this is where I screwed up, this is my fuck up, I'm sorry, I've had time to think about it, this is where I went wrong. I think you're the one who's done that the majority of the time. And if it's in the reverse, dear cross watchers, then it's in the reverse. You don't need to all caps me and yell at me. It's I'm reading for Aquarius today, therefore it's from their point of view of the energy. I will sometimes see an influx that's outside them that suggests it's the other person. That's not how I'm seeing it right now, clearly. So I can tell that you did your bit, and more than your bit, to try to fix this, give it time, compassion. And there's some point you have to realize it takes two, right? Or rather, someone has to feel the same way in order to understand that there was even healing taking its toll. I mean, how can you show someone healing efforts if they fail to appreciate it, right? So I'm seeing that kind of, that strong realization, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you're saying it doesn't matter. And then boom, it hits you like a tower. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter how much compassion I show somebody. It doesn't matter how many times I've waved the white flag, okay? It doesn't matter how many times I said I'm wrong, or that I really want to try to heal or work things out between us. If the insight about what I'm trying to do remains small, if my efforts go unseen or unappreciated, or they don't realize how much I'm putting into this, and they're not, it's going to stay that way. There's a very strong understanding here that somebody is not doing their part to really heal those feelings, whichever they are, no matter how difficult they are. The thing is, this is the misconception about temperance. It looks so calm and so peaceful and so tranquil. It makes it seem like reconciling our waters. Did you see what the angel's holding? What is it? Two of Cups. What's on the line here? Feelings back and forth. And it's so misgiving, this card, but rather a person's perception of it is misgiving. It's biased. It looks so easy. Doesn't it look peaceful? Doesn't it look like such a tranquil thing? No, this is a not easy process. It can often be violent on the inside because it's healing difficult waters. That means the worst of the emotions, otherwise temperance wouldn't be here. This is actually one of the hardest things, even though it looks so simple, calm, and peaceful. You wouldn't be showing me this unless there was some sort of emotional wreck that we're trying to deal with. And here's the idea, is that it's like that emotional wreck's never going to be dealt with because someone either A, has no insight to their feelings, B, doesn't give a shit even if they did, or C, they don't feel the same fucking way. In order to have that kind of really intense process with somebody, they have to know that they're in it and that they appreciate it at the same level as the other person. And so once you had that insight that that weren't happening, oh, this means a lot to me to try to resolve this from a sincere and emotional place within me. Do they? Perhaps not, because he told me you've already done this before with this person. I'm the first one to say I'm wrong. I'm the first one to reach out when there's tension between us. I'm the first one to wave that white flag, right? I'm the first one to make amends. I'm the first one to say this is where I went wrong and why. That is true temperance. And it's not for everybody. It's really not. It's not easy. You have to eliminate certain pride factors and ego factors. You know, to say this is worked up, this is what I was thinking, this is what I was feeling. That doesn't mean you'll get it from the other side, right? And there's something about that that hits you one day. I'm not getting that in return. Let's see that Six of Swords, please. And that's how you opened up with moving on. And I can kind of get it. If somebody's a little addicted to how this connection makes them feel, but not necessarily how they're making you feel, yeah, it's going to seem like all the effort's on you. Because it probably was. Okay. Let's see that Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Justice. Six of Swords twice for you. Yeah, boo-boo. Okay. I got it. Justice 916. I'm not saying it was easy. Of course it wasn't. You put this off as long as humanly possible. Let's make that clear in case you didn't hear me or you're an Aquarius hard of hearing in the back. There's the reason why the tower hits you. Because you were doing this way too long. You resisted moving on forever. So you kept at it and you kept at it. I told you. I saw it before clarifying it. You're that Aquarius who, in care of this connection, kept trying to fix it. And you probably thought you were getting something back until you realized one day it weren't. It weren't on the same page. The efforts didn't match up to really get in there and kick those feelings' ass, right? The negative ones, the hard ones, to truly reconcile for peace within, and then you're showing me with them too. So not just for you, but with them too. And that insight attached to literally the other side was too small to appreciate what you were trying to do. Until you've been in a shitty relationship with somebody, and then you get into a healthy one, you can understand the difference between really healthy connective efforts and ones that aren't. Okay? When somebody's... This person's going to learn the hard way someday at some point in their life what real effort, and I'm trying to heal and work with you as best I can. Okay? Who knows? Maybe they try to do that with someone else and they constantly get rejected. Because I just don't see the same level of effort. And neither did you. It took you forever and a day to finally realize you were supposed to move on from this. Because what's the Nine of Wands, guys? The Insanity card, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You're like, I know I'm supposed to move on, but we're going to try it again. Until finally you understood this was the correct course of action. Not this. Not holding out for moving on, but allowing it because it's correct for the both of you. I have to agree. You're giving somebody this level of opportunity to heal and provide insight, and they refuse to take it. Then it's actually best for both of you to part ways, because that will be fair for the both of you. You can't give something to someone that they fail to appreciate or take. Therefore, it's in both your interests to stop, because then you create imbalance by keeping and hanging in that, fighting that, and they're not. So again, true concept of balance, guys, isn't getting what you want. Justice does not mean I get what I want. It means you get what you deserve. Okay? Karma runs both ways, good and bad. The day you left this, you created good karma for yourself and you balanced this fucking thing out. The longer you tried to stay in it, you created imbalance and therefore bad karma. You get me? So this hurt, but it was at last correct. It was finally the right thing to do. All right. Your intuition. I'm not saying it's perfect, and I don't want to hear, yes, I left them, I'm over it, I'm over it. No, you're not over it. This is going to take some work. You stood you stood around in this, you hung out in this a long time. You want to make sure you understand that way you don't do it again. Okay? You're going to have some recovery effort. I think you absolutely exhausted yourself. And, you know, I want you to take your lessons because you're clearly equipped to do temperance. You were just trying to do temperance with the wrong person. Okay? So again, temperance begins with the self. And then, if we're lucky, we have somebody on the other side who actually wants to take that shit seriously. Really heal that negative shit, right? So everything begins with the self. I want you to reconcile those difficult waters within you. Forgive yourself. Pull yourself aside. Say, Aquarius, honey, I'm sorry I stayed in this as long as I did because I absolutely exhausted us. This is not who I am. This is not what I'm about. I didn't mean to do this. I didn't, but I did it, and I can't take it back. This is how we move forward. Okay? I feel like that's all you're reading right here. Although I have to admit, I am curious about this just a little bit. This, not so much. Unfortunately, I've seen this too many times. Not with you, but in the general sense. Okay. I agree. I agree. Yes, I agree. You'll get no contest from me. I will not contest this at all. You're saying the idea of friendships intuitively is bullshit. I have to draw a firm line on this. I have to walk away even from this idea of friendship because they're not pulling their weight. Yeah, intuitively you feel that this is the correct thing to do. Again, this idea of being, yeah, friendship looks nice on paper, but again, it takes two to have a friendship. Your efforts were sincere until you realized theirs weren't, or they weren't in it, or they didn't appreciate it the same way you did. That was your tower moment, and that was finally like the straw that broke your back, right? Okay, so here we go. Intuitively, you feel you have to resist any form of so-called friendship because it's not going to pan out. It's not going to work out, and you also understand it's bullshit. You know, you've become so emotionally dispirited towards this, so emotionally disconnected, and I don't blame you. But also just realize you're part in it as well. That way, again, I want to keep you from doing it again. Okay. When I see shit like this, it can become a pattern, as we know. And you should never have to work yourself up into quote-unquote doing the right thing. And it should be very obvious to you from this point forward when somebody is trying to do the same thing that you are. Ten of Wands. I'm not saying it's fun. Of course it's not fun. Why would it be fun? It's hard. Right? It's hard. And part of you is still angry. Part of you is still frustrated. So I don't want to hear anybody mouthing off, oh, I'm totally over it. No, you're not. No, you're not. But one day you will be. One day you will be. Your temperance skills aren't wrong. You're not. It's just they don't know how much you were willing to give them chance and opportunity to heal, and they couldn't see it that way. They don't see it that way. They don't experience whatever you two had the same way that you did. Theirs was coming from a much more personally selfish place. Okay? Call it for what it is. And Devil, Nine of Cups, can't really miss that. Do they have deeper feelings or they have a deeper personality? I'm sure. But on the surface, it's really straightforward. Their investment was limited because how they perceived this connection was a personal pleasure gig only. So yeah, they were only going to put so much of themselves into it, especially when you're a little addicted to it, or this is all about me. You're going to put very little into it. So that Ten of Wands, please. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and you are growing slowly but surely back into a healthy form of personal sense of self. This isn't healthy self-pleasure. This is all about me, or I'm doing this because it makes me feel good. I'm a little addicted to it, and perhaps they have a history with it, with the devil attached to it, for sure. Indulging their sense of this is good for me or it makes me feel good. But I'm not going to put myself into it. Fuck no. This is just here to make me feel good, not me to do work. You are showing me if it's about me, then it should be healthy. Yes. There's a healthy Nine of Cups. Slowly growing back into who the hell you are. 7 to 8 to 9. Not easy. I get it. I know what happens. I know what happened, honey. This thing knocked the air out of you, right? It's going to make you feel bad for having participated in it. Yeah. And the thing is, it's supposed to. That way you can heal from it and not repeat the mistake. Don't repeat it. That's it. I'm not talking about victim stuff. I'm not talking about abuse. Those are exceptions, always. What I'm talking about is somebody who willfully participated in this, knowing that it was headed in one direction, knowing that the effort was not equal, knowing that in order to really heal with somebody, you'd have to know what your feelings are and not be so fucking scared of them or too immature to understand them. Let me tell you this right now, the day this person really needs to heal with somebody, they're going to remember you and wish to God it was that easy. The day this person actually needs somebody, really needs them to heal with them, they're going to reflect on this and be like, damn, that Aquarius gave me a lot of opportunities. So you, in order to prevent anything like this again, I do want you to ease up. Okay? I do. You take the lesson with you, but you don't have to carry it every day of your life either. There's a big difference. Stop being so hard on yourself. Because I want you to get back to feeling good about you again and trusting yourself again. That's the thing here. And it is happening very slowly. As many of you bury yourselves in work. I understand that. I do. You've taken on a lot, and you're being very hard on yourself. I understand. But like I said, there's feeling the weight of the thing and being responsible for the thing. and weighing yourself down with it every day. Big difference. Okay, big difference between ownership and beating yourself up. Big difference. Ownership is enough. Learning from it is enough. But you are getting into a better state with yourself. Okay? This is what makes me me. And I can feel that again. Okay? I know. Some of you have very large hearts. Oh, boy. Let's jump on over. If I see the exact opposite of all this, I'm going to be pissed. I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm going to let you know this right now. Okay. All right. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine of Cups. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Used to be, maybe still am, but used to be huge Aerosmith fan. Huge. I had all their albums. I don't know, there's just something about the sound that always kind of spoke to me. And it's one of their songs was Get a Grip. From the album Get a Grip was Kiss Your Past Goodbye. Yeah, there's something to that. And it's easier said than done. But here's how you know you're ready to kiss your past goodbye or really leave it behind. Did you learn your lesson from it? Okay. You can start to say goodbye to it a little bit more every day. So like I said, big difference between ownership and drowning yourself in it. Ease up a little bit. All right, let's see that Nine of Cups, please. Seven of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Seven. Son of a... You know, I'm not saying it's the worst energy I've seen. I'm just saying it's selfish. It is selfish, and lack of personal accountability is all up in this thing. It's all up in there. Saw you, Christina. It's a long day. I need more coffee. It's time for my afternoon spike. Don't worry about it. Says the addict. Thumbs up. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, honey, some of us just be like that. Okay. Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups. Yeah. Look, it felt, baby, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. This is why I felt disinclined about... You probably saw how my energy shifted about 10 minutes in. It went down like this, and there was a reason why. I knew how this was going to end up. I'm sorry, I've been doing this a long time. I've seen this before, and I will continue to see this, and I'm sorry you got caught up in it, but here's the good news for you, is that you got yourself out of it. You did. The time it took is the time it took. But it just never fails to disappoint me, and yeah, my energy shifts like that, because I'm like, I know what I'm going to see, and I'm fucking seeing it, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got connected to this selfish person. This is selfish. This is selfish. I'm not going to say narcissistic because that word's overused. It really is. I actually know what it means. Most people don't. Most people use it incorrectly. I have to insist upon it because I see it every day. I just wish people would go back to calling each other assholes. That would make life easier. But Seven of Cups, yeah, they saw you as an option in love, but they personally had no accountability for it. They didn't want ownership of it. They were having fun. Like I said, it's personally selfish. What's really startling to me, the nakedness of this energy, is Nine of Pentacles, sense of self-ownership, and this is who I am, this is what I'm about. Seven of Swords, I'm not taking any sort of accountability for anything I've done in this. I just know that it felt good for me personally to see Aquarius as an option in love. But I'm not going to actually take any accountability of it or for it. No, I'm not going to claim it with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is very claiming. One of my favorite cards, honey. Independence, I know who I am. And they're like, nah, I'm not going to claim that. But me still being someone who wants to see the best in people, I want to see them pull something out of their hat that suggests I'm bigger than this. Or I have more spiritual energy than this. Yeah, but that's what you were working with, and this is what that was obviously the clincher here, is when you understood they would have no accountability for this, for their feelings otherwise. Never mind trying to heal, their insight was way too small. And when you're seeing things from your point of view, this is how it makes me feel. It makes me feel good, and that's all I need to concern myself with. Yeah, you're going to get some small-ass energy like that that's like, what do you mean heal, Aquarius? It's not like that. You're an option. There's nothing to heal. Like I said, everything begins with the self, honey. They got some shit to do that has nothing to do with you. Let's see that devil, please. Let's see that devil. Oh. Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything wrong. Wah. I'm upset. Wah. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping for something bigger. Something, because I will see redeeming qualities in people, and that's the thing about human beings, honey. We're so terribly complex. You know, I can see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I'm seeing the villain energy. Maybe I'll see the hero energy. Because typically, most people, if you can be a villain, you can be a hero. And if you can be a hero, you can be a villain. That's why most people are somewhere in between. They're neither completely an angel nor are they completely a demon. Most people are somewhere in between. So when I see just straight up blunt asshole energy, I'm like, there's got to be a hero in there somewhere. Because that's me. Even though I've seen it a million times. I still hope for something bigger, and I'm not getting anything bigger, and neither did you. That's what she said. So, yeah, no, Five of Cups, I'm upset. I'm hurt. Eight of Swords, I don't know why. I'm completely confused. Seven of Pentacles. It's just a growing, this is what happens. You have that growing negative energy when you leave shit unresolved, and you act like you have no part to play. You get what you get. You know, you're going to act stupid. You're going to get treated stupid by the universe. You're going to sit there like, I don't know what happened. I'm upset. I don't know why Aquarius freaked out. I was having a good time. I bet you were. I bet you were having a good time when you treat someone like an option in love and then you take no accountability for what you're doing. I bet you were just having a good time and you don't know why Aquarius is upset. I bet. That's what I say, honey. Ignorance is bliss, and Denialsville has no postcode. Man. Yeah, no. When you're the life of the party, it starts out that way, right? This is fun. I'm loving this. And then you have too much to drink, and then you're that asshole that went from life of the party to who's vomiting on everybody, and now they want you out. Okay? And then when you go around throwing up all over the party, and you're pissing people off, and you're groping people, whatever, and then you say, I don't know why everyone's upset. That's what this is. Except it happened in some sort of relationship context where they were majorly overly confident and selfish and in denial. Bad combination. To you, but like, man, I really pulled out the nines for this. Because it meant something to me. Told you, fucking called it, man. I hate calling that. I hate calling stuff like this. I knew you tried. I know you tried. I know you tried at your own cost, so let that be a lesson to you. So I'm telling you, don't repeat this shit. Page of Pentacles, please. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Yeah, when you're the life of the party, it's all fun and games, honey. And then when reality hits, you're like, I didn't do anything. Yeah. That's that little cop-out right there with the Seven of Swords. Every fucking time. Show me that Page of Pentacles, please. Okay, that's not what this. That's not what. Never mind. Magician, Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged Man. Yeah, they better not manifest shit until they know what they're doing, and it has nothing to do with you. And frankly, I wouldn't be looking at this person for anything anytime soon. Nor did you. At some point, you stopped. You moved on. Let it stay that way. So I don't know why they're showing me this, because as far as I can tell, you two are not in proximity, nor should you be. None at all. They got some major leveling up to do. They are overdue for a massive growth spurt, grossly immature, how they're affecting other people, what they get involved in, and why. So it tells me they've done this before. That means they've dicked around in other people's energies before, not just you. But here's the difference between you and anyone else they might have dicked around with. You actually tried. You actually tried with some real solid energy that they're not going to find again anytime soon, and that's their bad, not yours. Although you did stay in it too long, let's be real. The Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged Man, they don't need to be manifesting shit until they have more insight about what they're trying to do, and that insight is massively small. Not very good constructs about what they should be investing in, what's good and what's healthy and what's right for them. You were an opportunity to represent what they could have and put the good into, but they chose to treat it like an option that they had no accountability for. Like I said, this is good time Greg right here. Good time Gina. I don't know. But this is and there's such a sense of huge investment in this person outside the world that they know, and they don't see it that way. Their sense of change is way too small, is my point. They're going to continue to blindly manifest and not really know what they want because they're not very good at gaining insight over time. So they never quite know what to invest in. They're never quite sure how to invest in it. What does it look like? They don't seem to understand at all. Everything begins with the self. You will always be your best investment. They don't see it that way. They say, this is what pleases me now. And I don't need much more insight than that. And that's unfortunate. Because this was an actual real critical connection in both of your lives. And like I said, the next time they need someone to show them compassion, love, and understanding, they're going to remember you and how much love, compassion, understanding you tried to show them. Maybe that's the lesson. Some people got to learn shit the hard way, honey. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. The Four of Swords. Let's see that Four of Swords. Let's see that Four of Swords. Some of that Four of Swords. Some of that Four of Swords. They don't invest in themselves seriously. Why would anyone else? I know you tried to. You gave them that respect. You really did. And they had opportunity. Honey, they had the opportunity to step up, to see their actions, to take accountability for their feelings. And they declined. Let's just keep it on the surface, man. We're okay. It's sad, that future prospect for them is... I know, and you did. You rested on this a great deal, healing, and you put that good feeling of love back into yourself, which is exactly where it needs to go. And you seem to understand to some extent that your efforts were an extension of you. So I talk about this all the time, about people who honor their feelings. It's beautiful. I don't want you to take that part back. The part of you that's most upset with yourself is how long you kept trying to extend your heart. That's where you're most upset. Yes, I understand. But understand the origin of it first, is that it did come from a good place of love within you. Because when you tried to love this person and show them compassion, you were showing that love and compassion to you first, because everything begins with the self. It only became a bad thing when you realized how imbalanced it was. But you did. And you reflect upon this a great deal. And you should. Just don't beat yourself up for it every day. Like I said, big difference between insight and reflection and just bearing the weight every day. You could start to let some of these things go. Because you have a beautiful heart, and I want you to open up, and I want you to invest in you again. And so you are. First and foremost, the restoration and healing of your heart. Okay. And again, I need you to understand your own particular origin story. Is that it came from a good place in you, not a bad place. This person takes what they're getting from people to a bad place. This is what I deserve, or this is what makes me feel good, and I'm not trying to think beyond that. Fuck other people. It's kind of like that. I deserve this selfishness, and I shouldn't have to own it. Yours is the opposite. I feel for this, and it feels good to me. I want to take ownership of it. And I believe it feels good to the other person. So it was extended beyond yourself and what your own feelings were. So again, to love someone else is to love ourselves. And I know that you tried to love this person because you love yourself. But maybe they don't love themselves. I don't know. It's unfortunate. Okay. Let's see that Four of Cups, please. Let's see that Four of Cups. Let's see that Four of Cups. Let's see that Four of Cups, please. The unhappiness. Let's see that Four of Cups, please. Disappointments, unhappiness, lethargy, upsetness, disappointment. Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Swords, you know. Excuse me. Make sure. I thought I saw that somewhere in here. Oh, yes. I did see it. I already say I was looking at your side for this Eight of Swords. No, of course not. It was them. What? Eight of Swords. You know, so, you know, this is why they're upset. Here's the kicker. Like I said, Denialsville does not have a postcode. So, they're upset. Unhappy. They don't see it. They literally do not understand why they're upset. It's because when they were connecting to you, they got simple love that was straightforward, easy to understand. Oh, I bet they're missing it now. But when you go like this, well, you get what you get. You're so busy saying, I can't see it, I can't see it. Well, you don't deserve to receive it then if you can't see it. That's it. Go back into a place, if you ever were, that you could see it, then you might get it again. Not only were you receiving love, you felt it. But until you can acknowledge A, that you were receiving it, and B, that you were feeling it, you get nothing. And that's not your fault. You did what any rational human being should and would do. The only thing I can fault you with is that you should have did it sooner. That's it. Otherwise, like I said, I know where yours came from. It came from a healthy place. As you were trying to honor this connection, you were trying to honor yourself, and that's why you showed them so much patience and compassion, and you realized their insight ain't shit. And you were right. Their insight ain't shit. It's right there. They're unhappy and they don't know why. They're not getting it anymore. Here's another kicker. If they had to admit it to themselves, that means they'd have to admit that they had feelings for you. And we can't have that. That would mean ownership, right? That would mean ownership. To understand that you were missing somebody else's feelings, you'd have to own that you wanted them. Say it ain't so. I wanted that Aquarius's feelings, and I don't have them anymore, so I'm upset. Can't say that, because then I'd have to take ownership of it. Oh, maybe it was a little bit more than options in love, wasn't it? I see, it's stuff like this that gives me the dead eyes, honey. Where I go into that Scorpio thing where I just get the dead eyes. It's like, what did you think was going to happen? And this is where I get really hard times having sympathy for people. And I am hugely empathetic. And often at my own cost. So sometimes, you know, when somebody pushes that boundary too far about where they expect sympathy and empathy, when it's like everything that you got was a result of your action or inaction, how much sympathy and or empathy should you expect from anybody? And that's why I get the dead eye. Like, you idiot. You know? I get it. They were playing around for pleasure. They weren't thinking about playing for keeps. I get it. That's really it. You know? They were fishing in a very small fishbowl where they felt they could reasonably get a catch, and it made them happy temporarily. But they weren't looking to keep the fish or anything like that. But, you know, unfortunately, you dick around with soul bonds like this. Again, they're in the best position where you learn lessons the hard way for the both of you. They're going to have to learn what real loss is when it was a keeper type situation, and you have to learn about understanding imbalances, you know? It sucks. I hate seeing soul bonds play out like this. I really do. But sometimes it must do. Okay? Let's see that Six of Cups, please. They still want to be friends. You're a big Aquarius. You can figure it out. They want to be friends. It's it's still in this person's wheelhouse, I suppose you could say, to get or extract some pleasure from this by form of friendship. Let's be friends. We can totally work it out. The devil's still attached to them, unfortunately. In other words, they haven't worked through anything. They haven't worked through anything. They will still get a form of pleasure from it without actually putting themselves into it. Again, it's still selfish. And it'll come through. Page of Cups, little guy like he always is. An apology. I'm sorry. And the Page of Cups. And if I had seen this, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's a sincere apology to maybe offer some sort of viable friendship for the sake of the connection, right? We can put some constructive effort. Let's just start here and we'll try. We'll both try to the best of our cans, best we can, even if it's limited resources or availability, because 3 of Pentacles isn't a lot, okay? But it says something. Unfortunately, that same devil is still attached to it. As far as I can tell, they want to work on this as friendship, something, because it's still coming from a selfish place. In other words, they're missing the feelings that they say they don't have. So, yeah, I saw you, I see them, and I see the result of still staying blind. They want those feelings, honey. I told you they can't find it anywhere, and that's why you shouldn't fuck around with soulmates like that. They can't find it anywhere. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That blunt refusal to understand why they're unhappy and that they have any feelings towards you at all, other than their feel-good emotions. Such small insight. Perception can be wrong, but at least you can have some strong insight. So it's your choice. You're a big Aquarius. If they ever come forward with that cup, that little page, says, hey, let's be friends. I really, really, really mean it this time. It has nothing to do with me wanting to feel good in some way. You do keep in mind, you tried to do this. You tried to do this. This is where you were. This is where you last left them. Okay? You remember that. This is where you last left them, and then you realized sharply that this was folly. It wasn't going to happen. And this is where they're going to try to meet you. Again, do you see the difference? The goodness in you that would have done this and tried this and likely had until you realized it was incomprehensible. It was the impossible task. And this is what they got. Still. Isn't it greedy? I feel like they're trying to keep you in their back pocket, man. And I'll tell you why. 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Lack of self-accountability. Attached to the devil. Okay? It just feels like I want Aquarius there just in case what? Just in case what? Why do they need you in their pocket like that? Why? Because it comes from an unsatisfied place within them. They have no business approaching this connection until they know what they want. And not take it to a bad place, not take it to an addictive place, not take it to a patternized place, but instead acknowledge the fucking feelings that were born here from you and from them, and then maybe they have a shot in hell. But I hate this. It's selfish. It's small. It's non-accountable. I can't see. I don't understand why they're upset with me. And in their future timeline, I'm going to invest in something, but I don't know what it is still. I still don't know what it is that I want. Look at that useless searching and longing. I still don't know what I want. I just want something. What this person wants is a reality check, but it seems like they're not getting it from anybody except you. And that's why they probably still crave you, because you might have been the last person they authentically had any sort of relationship context with. Perhaps you were the only authentic person they've met in a long time. That means by default, what you were trying to give them was authentic. And if this person's so out of touch with their own authentic self, what they're doing and why they're doing it, of course they're going to crave the real deal. It's like you are the sweet to this person's salt, or the salt to their sweet, whatever it is. But you represent everything that they're missing. Everything begins with the self. If this person wants something real, they need to look to themselves first. But stop looking to other connections to fill in the gaps that is their emotional absence. So yeah, if you choose to connect with that, it's your choice. You get to figure it out. But I can tell you this, no change plus no change equals no change. I will never not say that, so you don't have an opt-out. You already know. You opened up with this. Okay. Like, that's my bad. I've upset my friend. Will this do? Can we hang out again so you can make me feel extra special again? Fuck that. They owe you some extra specialness, but even then I wouldn't accept it, because then they'll expect it back, and then the dynamic goes back to the way it was. When somebody really changes, you know. They will start laying down truths, hard ones. They'll start reflecting about this. I understand now. This is how I made you feel, and I'm sorry. I see that now. That is real fucking healing. I put myself in your shoes, or I tried to, and I may not ever fully understand how much I made you feel, but I get it now. Something. But this, I understand I upset you, Aquarius. You want to be friends more than, but not too much? What do you say? It sounds pretty fucking attractive. Within a couple of months for some of you. Could be by Capricorn season as well. Absolutely. Which is late December. Starts late December. Around July. Last July might have been significant. Upcoming July. And things will unfold as they are meant to. Not a moment before. All right. I know what I want. Decisions. I see that as you. You had to learn the hard way, and that meant having to exit it. But yeah, decisions. I know what I want. They could never say that. They'd have to know themselves. And stepping forward, I want to return. I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. Try being authentic, it works wonders. Know that you want Aquarius's feelings, and that you yourself are willing to develop them. But no, stepping forward. No, I see that. But honey, I don't know. Energy can change, don't get me wrong. And that's why I was really hoping to see more of this person's hero aspects, or something. Breakthrough. How are you? Goes a long way to break the ice. So yeah, I see the stepping forward about some sort of breakthrough. And honestly, guys, I don't see this as working through the devil problem. I see it as just reinforcing the pattern, and for this person to get what they feel they need to get. So unless, again, they're saying anything less to you than those things, I understand now what I did. And I tried to see myself through your eyes, and I get it. I was selfish. I took from this without giving to it. I see that you tried to give me real opportunities to work with this, to heal from it, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't step up to it. I couldn't see it. I didn't know I wanted that. That's real stuff. But this, I just wanted to, I just wanted to see if we're cool. That's not going to fly. Okay. Aries, the medallion of Aries, and then we also have the medallion of Virgo, practically speaking also. The infinity loop, the soul bond, the soulmate thing, it feels like it's been going on forever in this way, and it might continue to do so until somebody chooses to break their own particular patterns, and particularly their approach to themselves in this connection. Then it will stay patternized. It's not necessarily a good thing. But yes, you are two are soul linked, obviously. I think we've already pointed that out. Okay. We also, again, Capricorn twice, the letter T, the stingray, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but also in reverse. It's like you can't be seen at all. Feather, that's you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. It was incredibly straightforward. That doesn't make it any less disappointing, but it is incredibly straightforward. I can kind of see why they're showing me this now. It's to kind of protect you when the time comes, should they say they're interested in coming back around in the interest of pursuing friendship. I really don't see that having changed in terms of what they have to offer or being any more enlightened about what they're doing and why they're doing it. And that's the only thing I can see at all. It's like they want inspiration to change, so they're vaguely looking around. But this person needs a lot of development, like I said, and it has nothing to do with you. All right? They needed to develop more as a person before they ever met you. But the fact of the matter is, their connection to you, if anything, hopefully inspires them to up the ante or become more developed. Anyway, Aquarius, honey, frustrating as it is, it's also very real. I hope this helped you. Like I said, take care. Be well.